What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Universim Season 2. So straight into a bridge there, actually. This bridge is not for war. That's what I called it, because it's not to help my troops get there quicker. It did pee them off, though, so I had to give them a few more vegetables to cheer them up. As you can see, they're a bit sad at the minute. But yeah, so it's nothing to do with going to war. I haven't done it to get my troops over to blow them up quicker. I've put it there just because it looks nice. As you can see, I'm building a lot of barracks, both some bombers and some tanks and helicopters, ports, and you can see there's already some tanks ready to go. I think the idea is I'll have 10 helicopters, 10 tanks, 10 bombers, and 10 normal infantry. But you can see they are certainly ready and waiting to not use the bridge. That's clearly not for war because it says it on the name tag. Speaking of name tags, I had one request, and the one request has been actioned. So this bridge here, which is the busiest bridge in the game, is now called Sweden. So that came from a viewer, and as requested. Any more, any others or anything like that, please let me know, and I'll do the best I can to accommodate. Let's have a look now where we're at with the game. So jumping straight into the research, because we need to push for the nuclear power plant. That is the industrial boom research. So I have to complete all of these prerequisites. There's quite a big bunch there. I am aware there's zero sound as well. It's happened on another game. Clearly when I said record, I forgot to click a button, so apologies for that. It will be fixed for any upcoming videos. So as it stands at the minute, I am building what can only be described as more manufacturing. Yes, it's bad for the planet, but we need it. So chucking down a couple of chemical plants. I think actually these are the only chemical plants we have. They are, yes. These are the first. So I'm actually building 2 to start. The other buildings like steel mills and things like that, I don't have enough of, and we'll catch up with that. So rinse and repeat, really. I've built the buildings that I want, and then I surround them with the 3 things that you always need, which is an engineer's hut, a fire engine or a fire station as it's called, and a drinking well, because people are likely going, or nuggets are likely going to be there. So it makes sense to make sure they have all 3 of them amenities, to stop the buildings from falling down, to stop them from burning down, and to stop your people from getting thirsty. You could put in an eatery into the mix as well, but I think that's a bit excessive, seeing as nobody's starving to death at the minute. When people starve to death, I will build more eateries, but until that happens, I'm not going to waste the resources, and the resources being the actual nuggets working in there, right? Not necessarily the actual building resources, because they're not too difficult to come by. IMO. Just as a note previous as well, I'm not sure if I've been mentioning it, these mystical boxes I have been collecting. Now, it'll only show you 5. There is 5 there. You can see 5. There isn't actually 5 there, though. There is, I think, 7 or 8. One of them or all of them, I'm not sure which. When you actually open one, they'll just be, it'll look like you didn't open it. So yeah, you can have, I'm not going to say infinite, but at least 8, because that's the maximum I've had so far there, and you can open them as you like. They will all be researched, but it only shows a maximum of 5. And moving over to the expedition camp, something I didn't know, and I'm an idiot, I'm sure all of you already did, but the health thing at the top, that is how many people you can send. So it says out of 10, the maximum you can send is 10. I don't know why I've not noticed that before. And I apologise for being really ignorant about that, but yeah. So if you do the first set of research, which unlocks the first ability, which is to the left there, you can see it, Deep Secrets, yeah, 80 points. That makes you go from 10 to 30 nuggets total. And the last stage, I believe, is 60, but we'll have to see because I haven't got there yet. And I didn't pay attention when I did it last time because I didn't realise that's what it was doing. It says health, but what it actually means is maximum amount of nuggets. So I am not going to do one now. I was going to, but I am not going to do one now until I can get the 30 nuggets, and then I want to send 30 nuggets. So the next time you see me go will be when we've unlocked that. The discovery points, 54, and it's close, 420 there for those that know that reference. It's now 418 though, so don't be shocked that it's gone. But anyway, it was 420. Yeah, so the discovery points are 54. I need 80, so it's not a million miles away, and it shouldn't be too difficult to achieve. We've got plenty of universities and a couple of theatres, all of which are increasing that. And yes, you just saw me grind somebody up for no reason whatsoever. There is method behind my madness. Grinding up one person, when they hate you or when they're scared of you, grinding up one person gives you a lot of points, like 120 to 140. So you grind up one person, and then I use them points to heal everybody, and look, now they like me. So killing one nugget is better for them all. Prove me wrong. As a sneak peek behind the scenes, you're about to see what I stare at for most of the time while I'm waiting for either nuggets to breed or resources to build up. This is my life. And you got music. I don't get music because if I use the music, I forget, record it, and then I'm not allowed to post the videos because apparently they've monetized their own music. So yeah, that's what I stare at. This is what I stare at. But to be fair, it's not the end of the world, and at least things do happen. Usually for the better than the worse, so there's not that many disasters, right? Bit of micromanaging going on now where some buildings are falling down because they're just outside. You can see that just outside of that area for the engineer. So chuck down a new one and immediately prioritise because they're liable to fall down before he or she fixes them. Of course, if they do fall down, you can use the rebuild and you just need the resources again. So it's a waste of resources, but it's not a massive waste of time. The building remains where it was, and nothing can build or get built in its place because the rubble stops that. So that's quite handy, actually, because the governors or ministers are very good at chucking buildings in the most silly places. Just checking on our military here, making sure everybody is happy and everybody is okay to not cross the bridge. That's not cross the bridge to war. Yeah, we've got plenty of helicopters waiting. All the stuff and things ready to go. Oh, yeah, and 1,000 hamster wheels that apparently only 3 people use at a time. Honestly, kinetic energy is really, really pants. There is an upgrade for it, by the way. We do get an upgrade for it. I have seen it and had it, and you will see it shortly. Which does increase the amount it produces significantly, more than double. But remember that they still have to be running on them for them to work. It's all well and good the minister's building 100 of them, but nobody's ever running on them. So there's that. Okay, and I think now it's time to open some boxes. So that one ended poorly, killing 9 people. Great start. So I think there's 9 in total, or might be 8, I can't remember. But yeah, that one exploded and killed 9 nuggets. So let's hope we can get some from that. Also, this has given us a nice amount of the tokens as well. You should get at least 1 per box. So in theory, I should get 8 or 9 tokens. I don't know how many I need because I haven't really looked. Spoiler though, this unlocks, I think, everything, to be honest. Every building. But I don't look after this. But that gave me what looked like 4, I think. We have lost 2. So we're still down in terms of nuggets, but we are seriously up in terms of resources. I mean, the stone alone that it's giving us is crazy. We're up to 2,000 stone already, or 1,900 stone to be exact. And you can see these boxes that I open, they seem to remain there. They're not remaining there. It's a different box. Now that one was delicious, and that's going to cost me drastically in terms of creator points, because now I'm going to have to spam every single person that is affected by that infection. Okay, well that cost me about 500 creator points, but it was my own fault, never mind. So yeah, opening the remaining boxes, and you can see I just opened that one, but it remains because there's another one there. I think it is 9 in the end, by the way, but you can see all the resources are all over the floor, and the nuggets are immediately coming to pick them up. I'm trying to make sure people aren't around the box when I opened it, just in case it is an explosion box. Because it just does kill the nuggets that are nearby, so the idea is that will stop that. Learning deep secrets there, you saw we finally got the 80 discovery points, and then going on the last section down there of all 5 of those. That now means that we can take 30 nuggets on an expedition. The problem with that, and the reason I don't do that, is coming up, but I'll give you a bit of a heads up. The kinetic generators, which are rubbish, I mean, they're okay anyway. To upgrade them, they require a lot of glass. I don't know why. And because we've built more than we need, because we're building them because people aren't running on them, I have a serious glass shortage. Now, to go on the expedition, now it is upgraded to the 2nd level to make the poultices, as they were called, but they're now called... don't remember. But anyway, the things that stop nuggets from dying, you need 2 glass per. And I don't have any. I can see it. We've got some at the minute, but that will disappear very, very soon. As you can see, the hospital and all the other buildings that need it, everyone needs glass and everyone wants glass. And I didn't plan ahead for that. So glass becomes an international shortage, shall we say. And it was at this point I decided, because I saw that pyramid, to have a look at how we're getting on with the legendary buildings. And there you go. Plop, plop, plop. Every single one of them. So not only will it be the first time I put down any of these buildings in my playthroughs, excluding the pyramid, it'll be the first time I've also unlocked them all using the gift boxes, mystery boxes, whatever you want to call them. I did name them the right thing earlier because I saw it on them, but I forgot already. So let's get all of these placed down. They don't use ridiculous resources, to be honest. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too expensive, but then again, they don't really do that much anyway, apart from improved mood and crime. But I want to put them all on the same street, all of them apart from the pyramid, because I've already built a pyramid elsewhere. You can only build one of each. Again, excluding the pyramid, you're allowed to build 3 or 4 of them. But the rest of them, you're only allowed to build 1, and that is Notre Dame building is huge. We'll squeeze that in there nicely. And then the final one can go in there. Now, you're missing this because the audio is screwed up because I screwed up. But that bomber that's coming in from an enemy, it makes an awful noise. It is a guy thing. There he is, look down there. Screaming. It's awful. It's so bad. I didn't know what else to do, so I struck him with lightning, right? And then he blew up the trees. But they attacked me. I was a pacifist up until this point, but I will not accept being attacked. So now it's my turn to attack them. So I click the magic button and I send all units in, and then I just quickly fix this lake because this lake's gone toxic for reasons. I'm not sure, but reasons anyway. There we go. Lake cleansing is complete. And then I send in everything. And I say we won that. I mean, obviously, I chucked in an extra couple of meteors in the background just to help out, but who's counting? Anyway, the dome doesn't prevent damage from the other units, by the way. If you notice that, great. If not, that's just to help you out. So that was a waste, that dome there. It only protects from the creator powers, like the tornadoes and the meteorites and things like that. So not only did we do that, we also got a couple of magic gift boxes, because we did indeed use the meteors. But they attacked us first, so I dabbled, and we won. So that's 2 exiles left, 1 destroyed. The units will continue to wipe out every building of that faction. They do, oddly, 1 helicopter decides to fly over to another faction and attack it. I don't know why. It's just doing it. Look, it's rogue. So I end up using my creator powers to telekinesis him, and basically it's funny. He actually pulls the guy out of the helicopter, not the helicopter itself, and I just take it back home. Tell them to retreat and leave it alone. I'm not attacking unless I'm attacked first, but I think we can safely say that we won that argument. And I thought I'd show it you too. So here we go. Telekinesis on the helicopter. Yoink. The helicopter crashes, and the guy or girl gets taken back to the city, and then allow them to go in and get a brand new helicopter that I built for them, no doubt, but because that other one got flattened because I ripped the pilot out mid-flight. Never mind. So we've got 2 exiles left. 1 hates us, 1's okay with us. I'll try and get the one that hates us to like us again, but if they decide they want to do something in the meantime, then I will release the forces that we have. Cleansing another lake, because it looks like that's going to start happening. Again, I can only assume it's based on the buildings that we're building, right? It only seems to happen when we get to this industrial age. It's not difficult. A bit of rain and creator points, and creator points aren't something that we're struggling with too much. Looking at the 2 remaining exiles, something wonderful does happen. And that is that I noticed that actually there's 2 there. We destroyed 1. So, yeah, 3 minus 1 is 2. But when I go on here, you can see a new one has been spawned in. I haven't looked at them yet to know whether they are good or bad, or how quick they indeed build their cities up. But indeed, it has spawned another one in. What you did miss, or what I haven't shown you, is that one that you can see on the screen now, the Exile, also sent a bomber to us for no reason whatsoever, other than they just don't like us. So I decided that I'm not happy with that, and release the war again. I released the new Heart Army of Destruction 2.0, and much the same, really. Let's have a look. As I said, much the same. We won. I mean, obviously we did lose people, right? Or we did lose nuggets. It looks like we lost all the bombers, but I think they blew themselves up anyway. We lost 8 of the infantry, and I think 2 tanks and 2 helicopters. But they'll now all retreat, make their way back. The ones that are remaining will heal up, and the ones that are missing, I will just click train new ones. So as it stands, for that exile city as well has been destroyed. So that's 2 exiles now. I am going to use a single meteor, because I've got the points, just to try and wipe out the remaining buildings that are left. All but 1, and then you know where I'm going for the next one, and that is 1 jolt of electric, and down it goes. So yeah, that city's gone. Hopefully the guy in the background, the purple one, is paying attention, right? I might even try and remember when I go back in, actually, to build forests over these areas to really piss them off, but we'll see. Got another box there as well to collect, then we got 2 from the other one, so we're doing well with boxes. We've already unlocked all of the legendary buildings, so there's not really much more to do in terms of that, though they do give creator points and nuggets as well, but they also give negatives, so it's a gamble at the best of times. And another toxic lake or ocean, either or. 35,000 water, so yeah, it's a lake. And just to finish off this episode, the kinetic generator is finally being upgraded. And there it is. It looks like a box, but that's because we're looking at it from the wrong direction. So it is a very futuristic kinetic generator. And as you can see there, the standard is now 35. Sorry, from 35 to 75. And then the extreme mode is 140. Now you can see the person is already resting, so I'm going to go in there and use the kickstart spell, which is basically whipping them and makes them continue. I do not want to be doing that. The kinetic is not, I repeat, is not the way to move forward with power. If we play do a playthrough where it's hard or impossible, then I will use kinetic. But if I want to enjoy the game, I will never use it again. On that basis now, we're just waiting for the nuclear power plant to try that out and see how good that is. In terms of fuel, it actually uses fuel in the game fuel that the vehicles use as well. There is no uranium or anything like that, so that's what it uses. And then lastly, before I close the episode, a couple of comments now have been made about trying to do a live stream with this on Twitch to allow you guys to interact. I am looking into that. Anybody else interested, please let me know so I know I've got a few people interested. I'm not sure how nice or horrible you'll be to me on the stream, but we'll give it a go. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. If you like the video, please click like. Any comments are welcome. Subscribe for more. For those of you watching this on the day of it releasing, Happy New Year. Hope you have had a fantastic 2023 and have an even better 2024. Thanks again. Take care. Goodbye.